the like button. Come on up in here, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, share the video. Today we're gonna talk about Lamont Roach. It's some decisions that's gonna have to be made. You know what I mean? Mr. Shelton in the building, Lorenzo in the building. It's some decisions that's gonna have to be made, Mr. Shelton. Should he move on from Tank Davis and fight Gary Russell Jr. or Gary Antoine? But I don't think he's gonna move up and fight Gary Antoine. I think he just, talking talk. He just talking talk. He don't want that smoke. His best bet is his biggest payday will be Gary Russell Jr. in DC if he ain't gonna fight Tank Davis. Raider Angelo is in the building. What's up, Raider Angelo? What's going on, champ? Everything good with you and the family? Make sure, Raider, make sure y'all go join members only. You get free merch if you win the drawing. But y'all hit that like button, double tap the screen, and let me know what y'all think Lamont Roach should be doing. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Ryan Garcia warning Brian Norman about the flim flam. It's so funny. In Nevada testing, he told him be aware, keep one eye open. Oh my God, this stuff is so funny, man. I tell y'all, man. Ain't too much going on. Little other things going on. There's some fights going on this week. I think Dylan White, UK Bonds fight this weekend, man. But it is what it is, man. We're trying to get these fights rolling. We got countdown to Canelo, Bud, Crawford, and all kinds of stuff, man. And can't wait to get that on track. These dudes get it all, get it over with and move on. But right now, man, we're gonna say, what should Lamont Roach do? Fight Gary, move on from Tank? It's a hard decision, though, Mr. Shelton. It's a hard decision. Move on from Tank and fight, and go ahead and take the fight with Gary Russell Jr. or just wait it out. Wait it out. Maybe he knows something we don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't know. Maybe they say Tank is in the gym training. Maybe they got a date. They just keeping this hush hush. There's a lot going on in the background that we really don't be knowing about. We got 19 people just jumped in. Whoever you are, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We talking boxing, and Raider Angelo, you need to you play fantasy football, join the Bud and Entertainment Fantasy Football League, man. The draft is this month, the 23rd. We're gonna have first and second place. I don't know if we're gonna have third place. We're still debating. It's $50. First, second, and third place winner, maybe. But the Rebuttal Entertainment first annual fantasy football league, man. So y'all need to get in there. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. But yeah, man. I don't know if I was Lamont Roach, you guys. I don't know what I'll do. I just don't. I'm just being real. Tay is in the building. What's up, Tay? I don't know what I'll do if I was Lamont Roach, to be honest with you. Because, unless, like I said, unless he knows something we don't know. He know the fight is coming up. They done made another date. Or he just going to sit and wait it out. Because just think now, Mr. Shelton, if Lamont Roach fights somebody and lose, he's done. He's done. The same thing your favorite fighter, Mr. Shelton, Bud Crawford was in. And Bud Crawford was stayed at 154 and fought somebody and lost, that Canelo payday is done. It's over. Sayonara, Senorita. Hasta la vista. So he's stuck right now. Y'all hit the like button if y'all just getting in here. Double tap the screen. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. It don't hurt. It don't cost nothing just to subscribe to the channel. Crawford is crap. Switcher say Crawford is crap. So we know who he like. Switcher, subscribe to the channel. Crawford will get knocked out. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. We'll see. I'm with you, though. You know, we got on what? 5 more weeks to see. We got 5 more weeks to see. Wait a minute, what's the date? 5th? Yeah, we got 5 more weeks to see what's going to happen. So, if I was Roach, I would move on and stay active. Why put your career on hold for one guy? Well, that one guy going to be the biggest payday you ever going to get. That's why. That's why. You can fight 3 other dudes and still ain't gonna get that payday. You know, Brandon in the building. What's going on, Brandon? If Canelo takes the drugs, then yes. Y'all funny, man. 5 months or 4. What's that mean, Brandon? What's that mean? I don't understand what that means. Maybe, maybe not. It ain't no maybe not. Come on, you're a smart guy. You know boxing. It's the biggest payday he's going to get. Ain't no maybe not. Come on, you know better. You know, tomato. Y'all hit the like button, man. But I probably will wait. I probably will wait a couple more months, Mr. Shelton, just to see what's going on. Unless, like I said, he already knows something. He knows something in the works. He know another fight date is coming. But if ain't no fight date this year, I'll take a real light tune-up. Maybe a light tune-up. I'm not fighting no mandatories or nothing. I'm fighting a light tune-up just to stay sharp. You know, that's what I'm doing, Miss Shelton. I'm taking a light tune-up just to stay sharp. If I'm Lamont Roach. Because it's a possibility you fight Gary Russell Jr. It's a possibility he might outbox you and beat you. You know, so, and you know, that's no easy fight for nobody. Gary Russell Jr. is no easy fight for nobody, man. So, like I said, I think he's stuck. I think he might be stuck, man. But sitting out the rest of this year and no fights, nah, I don't know. USAC happening soon. I don't know. I don't know what USAC going to do. I don't know what USAC going to do. What you think he's going to do? He trying. Apataya want to fight him, right? Is it Apataya? He want to fight him. So we don't know what USAC going to do. Wait for the end results of his legal matters. I agree. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm talking about Lamont Roach. Tank go to court the 13th for this month, 13th or 14th for this month. So you know, we'll see what happened with that. But in the meantime, I'm Lamont Roach, and you know for sure that you're not going to get a fight with Tank Davis this year. Oh yeah, I'm going to find me a light tune-up. I'm going to find a light tune-up, not no real good killer. I'm going to find a light tune-up to make me just to stay sharp and keep things, you know, just in case. Just in case. You know, so that's just my opinion. Y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Come on up in here, man. Lamont Roach got some decisions to make. What he gonna do? Ryan Garcia got words for Brian Norman Jr. It's just too funny, man. Those need to wait and see what happens with David's legal situation, then decide. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Because the champ fight everybody in the division, even 2 times against some fighter. Okay, you right, Boston. Yeah, you right. But when will Tank? I think in 2 weeks they will know for sure what's going on with Tank. they will know for sure what's going on with him. So 2 weeks from now. I think, like I said, I think his court date the 13th or the 14th, something like that. So, they know what's going on with it. Lamont Roach then should know which way to go, what decision to make for his career and stuff like that. But I'm fighting this year. If it's not Tank, it's somebody else. If it's not Tank, it's somebody else. I'm not sitting around waiting on Tank Davis, but it's not gonna be no mandatory. Because eventually, especially if you see that Tank got out and start back training or something like that, or they gave him a couple of months or something like that. I'm pulling the Terrence Crawford. I'm waiting to get that payday. I'm not going to fight nobody. That's exactly what he did. Terrence Crawford chose to wait and get the payday, not to go 54 and fight them dudes. Or fight somebody that's 68 and none of that stuff. Because one loss, you lose your payday. And this is what these dudes want. That's why everybody call out these dudes, the faces of boxing and stuff like that. They know this is their biggest payday. Tank Davis, any of them fighters' big paydays. Canelo Alvarez, any of them fighters' big payday. It's just simple as that. There's no ifs, ands, and buts and discuss about that. So sometimes you stuck. Sometimes you're stuck, man. But that's why you put a team around you. That's why you put a team around you to make the best decisions. Tay say, I want to see somebody get in there and fight Albert Bell. He been waiting. Yeah, damn. You know what? Albert Bell be so lost in the sauce, man. You forget about him. He be so lost in the sauce, man. You forget about it. I don't know why he's still waiting and stuff like that. Ain't nobody for them yet, man. I don't know why. But things happen for a reason. Patience is hey, one thing about boxing, we all know patience is a virtue, man. You gotta have some real patience in boxing, man. Some real patience, say, you know that. Hopefully somebody will give him a opportunity. Yeah, matter of fact, let me see something. Let me look up Albert Bell box rec. See what's going on with him. Because we ain't talked about him in a minute. Albert Bell. Not that one. The boxer. See what's going on with him. Okay. See what his box rec look like. Albert Bell, 27-0, 9 knockouts, 0 losses. Oh man, that ain't too good. Okay. Albert Bell got a fight coming up. Tay, Mr. Shelton, Albert Bell got a fight coming. He fighting Keith Hunter this month. He fighting Keith Hunter this month. August 30th. So he got a fight coming up. Who I got out? Barry, I got even though I normally tell the people who's join members only when I do the my parlay show who I got. I'm going to tell you, everybody know who I got in this. I got Canelo. So I can bet. I got Canelo. I'm gonna let everybody know this one. I'm got Canelo. I got Canelo Alvarez. I got Canelo and stoppage. I think he's gonna stop him. If he don't stop him, he's gonna win regardless. Bud Crawford gonna have to do a lot for them judges to get that fight away from Canelo Alvarez. He ain't sell out. He ain't hungry no more. Yeah, but this fight, he's going to be hungry. And I talked about that on my show 2 days ago. AJ, where you been, champ? My man AJ in the building. Barry, he's going to be, I'm telling you, he's going to be motivated. And so I just listened to somebody else say the same thing I said. Was it Dante Boxing Nation on Twitter? It was somebody else said the same thing I said. He's going to be motivated for one, he's fighting a black fighter. He's not fighting Mexicans. He fighting somebody that people saying he's going to lose. People saying he's not hungry no more. He's weak. So he feels he got something to prove. And when Canelo got something to prove, it's going to be a problem. Canelo is going to fold like a deck chair. What's up, Nick? Nick said Canelo going to fold like a deck chair. Nah, man. No, don't bet your house. You be living in somebody else's basement, Nick. Say, I just don't see nothing but brain that Canelo hasn't seen. Exactly. It was Gary Antoine Russell. That's what it was. Gary Antoine Russell. He said the same thing I said. He said, when you piss Canelo off and you start talking all that stuff like he's over the hill, his prime is gone. Y'all do know Bud Crawford is older than Canelo, right? Y'all do know that. Y'all do know Canelo been at that weight class for a long time. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know Bud Crawford got to bulk up. You know, to get the size so he can get some cushion so he won't be feeling them punches, right? So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But I'm putting my money on Canelo. I think Bud Bud, he's gonna try. He ain't gonna pull a Jamel Charlo. He gonna fight. Bud gonna fight, but he's just too small. He can bulk up all you want. He's just too small, man. And he's not the same skilled Bud Crawford that did the movement, give you the angles and all. And he bringing an extra what? 14 pounds? What is it? 16 pounds? Whatever he bringing extra pounds to the fight too? Nah, man. He can't hurt Canelo. So, I mean, Canelo got a lot of advantages, but Bud got advantage. He got the reach, he got some skills. He just gotta make it work. But he gotta work harder than Canelo do because of the judges. Barry said, I'm about to subscribe. I appreciate it, Barry. Y'all subscribe, man. Join members only. I give away free merch every other month if you're a member. Miss Ann won merch last week. So if you're members only, I put your name in that box, shake it up and pull it out. You get free merch. And I got one of the best merch websites on YouTube. So, but I think it's gonna be all right, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. But he said, I lost everything. I bet against him. And he was retired. Wasn't Bud. Fried chicken. Jenny Thorne, where you been, dog? Where you been, champ? Eubank been too. Rematch announced. Yeah, I heard. I don't care for it too much because I think it's gonna be the same outcome. Who you think win as right now, Laura or Bud? I don't know, Tay. I don't even know, man. Laura look like he done got better. Fried chicken, watermelon. You trying to be racist? Is that what you saying? A turkey. Oh, I got you. Fried chicken, watermelon, turkey. Yeah, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all hit the like button. Join members only. Should Lamont Roach move past Tank Davis and fight Gary Russell Jr.? Should he fight Gary Russell Jr.? Or should he just wait and see the outcome of what's going on with Tank Davis? What you think? What you think, Jenny Thorne? What you think, Tay, AJ? Should he wait? Should he not wait? If you Lamont Roach, what would you do? Or you wait a couple of months, or you got to get something. I think Dylan White is going to get sparked out. But yeah, Dylan White a bum. Dylan White been a bum. Get a stay busy fight. That's what I'm saying. Like something like a little light tune-up. A light tune-up. You got to get a light tune-up. They say yes, and also vacate that 130 belt. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna vacate it. They gonna have to strip him. Them dudes don't vacate them belts, man. That's something they're gonna hold on to. That's something they're gonna hold on to. But I'm with you. I'm tired of all these dudes holding on to them belts. If he gonna fight 35, fight 35. If this happens, joke boxing. If it's fight Jake Paul, who you talking about? Zach said yes. Move on. He's a big star. All of a sudden, go make a fight. Maybe he's not a famous as he thinks. Go ahead, I dare him. See, that's what I'm saying. He's not no star unless you fighting Tank Davis. That's it. You know. See, y'all see this guy making all this racial stuff. Y'all got them belts. You know, hide use on this channel. No, get him up out of there. AJ versus Jake Paul. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. But if it did, we'll see. You know, if it did, we'll see. He better stay active. Exactly, AJ. He got to stay. He needs to start staying active. But he'll know. I think he will know for sure in 2 weeks what's going on. He'll know for sure in 2 weeks what's going on. Powell said, do you think that PBC is going to allow Russell to fight Roach? Yeah, why not? Russell ain't signed to nobody major. If I was Lamont, I'd fight Joe Cadena. That might be a tough fight. You never know. Tank's still going to beat him. Because the thing is, y'all, like I said before, he need a light touch. If he going to sit out, he need a light touch. If he going to sit out, he need a light touch. He can't go fight one of them B-level fighters and get upset. Then your payday is gone. Think about it. Same thing. The facts over feelings. The same thing Bud Crawford just did. Bud Crawford said, no, I'm not fighting none of them dudes at 54. I'm going to get this Canelo payday. Because he can get upset and lose. Then his payday is gone. You see what I'm saying? Tank should not be allowed fight again. Hit women. My boys, do you got evidence of that? Did you see him hit a woman, Jenny Thong? Did you see it? So that means Shakur Stevenson can't fight no more, and that means Devin Haney can't fight no more. Do you agree, Jenny Thong? Do you agree? That means Shakur and Devin can't fight no more, right? If you come on this show talking bull, you better know what you're talking about. Big bro, Thurman, Ortiz, School and Cover. You know it. You know it. What you think? What you think, big dog? You know I'm Keith Thurman. That's my guy. I ain't even gonna lie, man. If Keith Thurman fight Virgil Ortiz, I'm gonna be like this. I don't want Virgil to hurt my man. Virgil go to the body like no other, boy. Oh, my man Keith Thurman, though. Yeah, man, that'll be a good one, though. Hey, AJ, I'm serious, man. If that fight happen, oh, my God, I'm going to be praying to the Boston gods. Oh, don't let Virgil hurt Keith. But it's going to be a good fight. Keith going to be the best fight on Virgil's resume. Virgil, man, watch out. Keith still got that old man strength. You know, so, and we know Virgil do get knocked down. You know, we know he do get knocked down. So, you know, that going to be a good one, man. Jenny Thong, I'm waiting for your answer. I mean, you say Tank shouldn't fight again. How about Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney? You know, but that going to be a good one, man. This thing, old man Keith Thurman fighting Virgil Ortiz before Boo Sanders. They say that's how I act every time where Navarrete fights from the weight into the end of the fight. Navarrete need to stay at 30. Daisy, he need to stay at 30. Daisy, you need to join members only so you can win some merch. I got some merch for you. And you know, women on this show, they get free leggings. So hit my email, Daisy. Hit my email. Send me your address and your size, and I can send you some free leggings. The THEREBUTTALENTERTAINMENT at Gmail. Then thought the American boxer Javante Davis was arrested Friday morning, nearly a month after allegedly. You put all that shit in there. Answer the question. Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney shouldn't fight either. You know, it's allegedly, you know. Unless that's the same girl that said he hit him, they found out he didn't hit her. We got to wait till the truth come out. Y'all prosecuting people before the truth even come out. You know? Believe me, Tank Davis ain't punching no woman with his hands. Believe me, he's not doing that. He might yank their ass up, but he ain't punching no women with their hands. But we saw Shakur Stevenson punch women. We saw it. Devin Haney, baby mama, came on in and say he kicked her in the stomach. So where's all the crucifixion, the crucify for them dudes? But it's just because he Tank Davis, y'all got all that smoke for him. But I'm going to rebuttal all the bullshit y'all put up there. Hey, Kiava, what's going on? See, they believe him. Fantasy Football League. If you're a football fan, hit that link. Join the Fantasy Football League on ESPN, Bud and Entertainment. You know, I think we got 8 or 7 slots left from 20 people. We're going to have a first and second place winner. Teddy, you like football, fantasy football? AJ, you like fantasy football? Hit the link and join the league, man. It's going to be $50. The winner, first, second place, man. We're going to have some fun this year. Innocent till proven guilty. Exactly. It don't let me click the link. Which one? You talking about fantasy football? Tony, it don't let him click the link. What you talking about, Teddy? Fantasy football? Let me see. Well, you know, you can go to ESPN Fantasy, then type in W Entertainment. Break it down. Okay, let me see if I can find it for you. But, man, we're going to have some fun this year, man. I'm telling y'all now. You know, we're going to have some real fun. Not when you use your phone, Lou. Oh, you can't use your phone? Oh, okay. But go to ESPN Fantasy Football and type in Double Entertainment, and then you'll get the link. When you use your laptop, they can click on it. Oh, okay. You can't do it on your phone? Okay. But yeah, man, it's gonna be some fun stuff going on, man. But I'm looking forward to these when we really start getting these fights, man. When we really start getting these fights, that's when you know, the things is going to be good. I mean, the fights that we want. The fights that we want. That's what we're going to do. Wait. So who do you guys got? Should Lamont Roach, should he fight Gary Russell Jr. and practice and might lose, and then he lose that payday from Tank Davis? You know, what do you guys think? Should he? Or should he just wait it out and see what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do, but oh, kick it. Whatever he's gonna do, he need he need to hurry up. I have a question. What's the question, Shaquan? What's the question? How many we got? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we got 9 more slots available for the Fantasy Football League draft. Y'all members yet? Nah, they not members. If they a member, they can put that thing like Big Tony and Tony got on the side of their ranch. That Gary fight is too. That's what I'm asking, James. You right. You right. So if you don't fight Gary, who do you fight then? You know, if you don't fight Gary, who do you fight? Do you fight your mandatory and might lose? Do you fight your mandatory and is a big probability you can lose the fight? I don't know, man. It's hard, man. But if like I said again, if Lamont Roach, I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time. Big Tony said he's scared. He's scared of Big Tony. Oh man, I don't know if he's big scared. I don't know if he's scared or not, but I know one thing. I know one thing. He need to get Dave say title defense and wait for that payday. Yeah, yeah. He might have to wait for the payday. You know, you just gotta sit back and wait. You know, or you fight an EFG Daisy. You fight an EFG level fighter. You know, I'm not going to fight Gary Russell Jr. and it's a big probability he beat me. You know, it's a big probability he beat me. Then I lose the biggest payday I'm gonna get. Nah, that ain't happening. You know, that ain't happening. That is not happening, man. So, but title title defense and wait for that payday. Yeah, you know, but like I said, Bud Crawford did the same thing. Bud Crawford did the same thing. Bud Crawford said, I'm not fighting them dudes at 54. It's a high probability that I can lose to one of them dudes. When I got the Canelo, when I got the Canelo payday right there, that ain't happening. He don't want to get beat by old guy by his standards. But that will be his second biggest payday. This thing, Lamont Roach, Maryland, DC, wherever he say he's from, Gary Russell, DC. Um, they fight in DC. It don't get no bigger than that. You know, hey AJ, it don't get no bigger than that. Why I can't get this thing to put up there? It don't get no bigger than that, man. You know, so he got to figure it out. He got to figure it out, man. Either you want to, you know, but I think he's doing what he's going to do. He's not going to sit there and fight nobody. He's going to sit there and wait and see what happens. That's what I think he's going to do. He's going to sit there and wait, like I would sit there and wait and see what happens. Uh, they say, yeah, but Crawford has the connections for the protection. Rose doesn't. Well, no, Daisy, really, Crawford just didn't fight nobody at 54. He went straight to Canelo. And that's the same thing. Vote you out a chance. Don't fight nobody. Just wait for Tank situation and see what happens. If you know you ain't gonna be able to fight Tank within a year or 6 or 7 months, now you go fight somebody else. But light work, not heavy work. You go find a lightweight. You go find a lightweight. You know, that's what you do. They say he can fight Navarrete. Nah, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. I don't know. Hey Tate, I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Navarrete can fight. You know, Navarrete can fight. I don't know if he want that smoke. Monica's in the building. You know, Monica's in the building. First of all, Monica, he could have fought somebody else after he fought Mazamov. You know what I mean? But he decided not to because the risk wasn't worth the reward. So Google it before you start coming on here talking as usual. before he got that Canelo fight, they were talking about he was gonna fight Virgil Ortiz or maybe Chuck or somebody like that. But then he got that Canelo fight. He said, "Oh no, I'm not fighting nobody else at 54. It's a high probability that I can lose a fight." So what you talking about, Monica? They say, "Yeah, Navarrete. Nah, he don't need to fight Navarrete. That Navarrete, I don't know about that. Mm-mm. Navarrete too awkward, man. He too awkward. That'd be a tough fight. No, that'd be a tough fight right there." Oh man, because he's scared of him. That's why he didn't fight him. He is scared. He's scared. He's 37, 38 years old. He's scared. That's why he's going for the payday and retire. He is scared. He's scared. But he made the right decision. He made the right decision. Go for the money. Go for the money. Don't listen to nobody. Go for the money. He made the right decision. That's exactly what he did. So, it is what it is, man. We're going to see what I think, like I said before, I think Lamont Roach is doing the right thing. Don't listen to that Gary Antoine. Well, he talking about he'd rather fight Antoine. He know damn well he wouldn't move up and fight Antoine Russell. He'll lose. That just talking he's doing, you guys. But Gary Russell Jr., nah, don't fight him. Go fight somebody ranked number 20. That's what he'll do. Go fight somebody ranked number 20. That's what I do. Especially when he had to change them gloves in that fight. Oh man, you think they're gonna throw Jaleel on the Canelo undercard? They might, but I didn't see mostly Canelo picks who goes on his undercard. Tay, you know that, right? Canelo picks who goes on his undercard. Nobody else. Canelo picks who goes on his undercard. They might pick a couple of people, but Canelo gonna pick, the people who's gonna fight up under there. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Jaleel don't have no fight coming up. One thing I hate about it, I always say this, you guys, and people, some people use it, some people don't. Y'all hear other people use it, they got it from me. Sometimes your body puts you in weight classes that your ability can't handle. I'm not saying Jaleel Hackett can't handle 154, but he's young. He just turned 21. He just getting his man strength probably, and them dudes at 54 killers. Them dudes at 54 killers. He can hang with them, but y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button. They said 21 just in case. So you like Navarrete, huh? Tony, how can I find the fantasy football what's it called? So I can put it in there. I can't find it. It should have been right there. The link to hit. But I don't know what Jaleel Hackett, he need like 2-3 fights, Joaquin, before he start fighting them guys at 54, man. Because them guys at 54 is killers, man. They killers. That's why Bud ducked them. That's exactly. Give me 5 minutes. Yeah, send me the link. Cause I'm on the website. I can't get the link to paste in the what's called. I thought I had it. I forgot where to go to get it at. But yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Did y'all hear what Ryan Garcia said? Ryan Garcia got some encouraging words for Brian Norman Jr. and what to look forward to. Before it's deep smoke. Yeah, dude. Ryan Garcia told what's called Junior that make sure you checking your vital testing or whatever drug testing you testing. that he told Norma Jr., make sure Bill and them don't cheat with the testing. Hey, AJ, why funny as hell, man? Why they make sure? Why they make sure uh, they don't cheat? Oh my goodness, man! Why funny as shit? Conor Ben would beat Tank in 4. We don't know what Conor Ben going to do. I like Conor Ben. I ain't used to talking about Conor Ben because Conor Ben is fighting somebody bigger than him. What I don't like again. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr. have finalized the fight again, and yeah, Jenny from UK. That's all you're gonna put up. That's all you're gonna do is talk about them UK bombs all day long. You know, UK. Dylan White and all them people. So that's what we're gonna do. Please like, comment, subscribe. But I don't know why Conor Ben going to do that fight again. I mean, Chris Eubank is just too big. Conor Ben can win. He just got to go to the body more. If he goes to the body more, he might beat Chris Eubanks. But keep head hunting, and head hunting. You're not going to beat him. You're not going to beat him like that. You got to change your strategy. The dude was way bigger than you. You should be fighting 47. You're up there fighting 60 and shit like that. You're too small. But he got heart and guts and courage. Conor Ben, I like Conor Ben. But sometimes, like I say, his weight class is for a reason. He's too small. And from the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round, Chris Eubank started putting it on and putting that weight on him, and Conor Ben couldn't capitalize. The same thing going to happen with Canelo and Bud. Canelo gonna start putting them paws on his little skin, his little ass, and he ain't gonna better capitalize. And it might not even make it to 9th round. You know what I mean? Scoreboard standing. It might not even make it to the 9th or 10th round. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, man. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Brian Norman Jr. need to watch out for the flim flam, the terminated Ostarine and all that stuff. Ryan Garcia told him that Bill and them is going to be up to it. They're going to try to find a way to say he's cheating, and so be prepared. Oh, what the weight going to be? I don't know. I think it's one. I don't know if it's going to be 154, 150. I mean, 158, 156. I don't know what weight class they fighting at. AJ, it's just crazy. Conor Ben needs to be fighting at 147. Chris Eubank is a 168-pound fighter, and he killing himself just to make the weight. Just to make the weight. Ain't that much. You keep killing yourself for that fight. Did you see how weak he looked when he fighting Conor Ben when he got on that scale? They practically had to hold his ass up. It ain't that much money in the world, man. I do. He was Venezuela last week, looking 150 pounds with Holyfield for Boston advertising and some local fights. Okay, fight of the year so far. If you know your boxing. Fight of the year. I don't know. I thought we might have just had the fight of the year so far. JoJo Diaz and Really Progress. I'm just saying. you know what I mean? No, Monica, just because you bulk up and put on pounds, that don't mean you big. If you know boxing, just because you bulking up, that's all the fights. Sugar Ray Leonard just said that's the worst thing you can do. He should have did it a different kind of way. So you think because he bulking up and putting on weight, that means he not a little ass no more. No, he still is a little ass because he haven't been taking punches from a 168-pound fighter. So you need to start learning this stuff and understanding this stuff before you put these crazy comments out there. He's still light in the ass. He's still lighting the ass. And they're gonna you're gonna be crying because when he lose, I'm not gonna let up. So you better never come on this show. And I know you're gonna hide. When Bud Crawford lose, I'm not gonna let up. Everything you're saying, I'm writing. I'm just gonna have it all backfired on you. He's gonna lose the fight, and even if he win, he's gonna lose because the judge is gonna take it from him. You know, they're not gonna let Bud beat Canelo. But when he lose, your ass is mine. I'm just letting you know that now. So you better pray to the God, Savior, Jehovah, Buddha, Kuda, Wooda. You better pray for everybody that Bud Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez. Because when he lose, you lose. I'm letting you know that now. When he lose, you lose. I'm letting you know. And yeah, you know, when he lose, he lose. I'm just letting you know. So make sure you take a long hibernation off this channel, because every time you come on here, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. You gonna regret it. I'm letting you know that now. Yeah, she said, mate, where the hell is WhatCom at? I cannot find where I can put the link out on the for the fantasy football league, and I'm on it. Where normally you can find when you can put the link out at. Invite. Oh, I got it. I'm tripping. Copy link. Maybe we'll try one more time. All right. When he lose, you lose. Remember that. Remember. That's all I'm gonna say. Man. But Turkey is in his corner. And who corner? Nah, Turkey ain't in Turkey not in Bud corner. Believe me, Turkey want Canelo to win that fight. You know, Turkey want Canelo to win that fight. So you mean tell me you can't hit that link and go anywhere? My fault, you guys. Y'all can hit that link. Tony, I don't know what's up with your link. That link I just put out there, you can go straight to the fancy joint and sign up. I said, y'all hit that link I just put out there, and you can sign up for fantasy football. We got like 8 slots open. If you want to do the football league, you know what I mean? You can't. That goes both ways. No, ain't no both ways. It's one way. Bud beat him every day of the way. With Jenny Thong, we'll see. We'll see, man. But yeah. So there's a lot of bull crap going on. People still talking about the Tim Bradley, Tank Davis, Hall of Fame stuff, and you know, y'all hit the like button, double tap the screen if you ain't double tap the screen. Who you got the best fantasy football team? I got the best fantasy football team. Hit the link, y'all hit that link. If you want to play fantasy football, y'all hit that link and join the slot. I don't know. I got to talk to Boston E. Well, I can't say Victor Conte might have the right stuff. Sports prediction. My God, what's going on, sports prediction? Yeah, Victor Conte might got something. He might got something. So what you think, man? What you think, sports prediction? You just getting up in here. You think Lamont Roach need to wait or tank, or should he go fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr.? Wait a minute, I got to put this on. Where is that? Green screen. Let me see. I got to do something. Where is that? Is it this one? That one? I ain't need to download it. I'm put Rolly up there. There you go. Y'all don't like my Rolly screen? Yeah, put some respect on Rolly name. Yeah, put some respect on Rolly name, man. But we'll see. I say Roach fight Gary Russell, but if he fight Gary Russell and he lose, his payday is gone. If he fight Gary Russell and he lose, his payday is gone. Sports prediction. The champ is here. New champ. Rolly the champ. Put some respect on Rolly name. Put some respect in that man name, man. Rolly ain't playing with y'all. That's why I say he's stuck. I'm not going to fight Navarrete or none of them dudes. If I fight somebody at 130, it's going to be an XYZ class fighter. But I'm done with waiting on Tank, bro. Yeah, but that's you. You ain't getting the payday. He getting the payday. That's you. You done waiting. Is he done waiting? Is he done waiting? I don't think he is. That's why he's still right there waiting. He just doing a lot of talking. He ain't gonna miss that payday. He gonna do the same thing Bud Crawford did. Bud Crawford ain't want that smoke at 54. Bud Crawford said, I'm going to 68 and get this payday. He said he going to 68, get this payday. Bud ain't want to fight them dudes. Bud ducked Virgil Ortiz. They ain't want that smoke. He ain't want to fight Bachman. He ain't want that smoke. Bud said, I'm going to get the payday. I don't blame him. Go get the payday, Bud. Roach is obsessed with that draw. Yeah, you see it on Twitter. He just pissed. He just pissed. And he going to get a little bit more money. Shit. Like I said, if I know I'm not fighting Tank this year, I'm getting a light touch. I'm going to get a light touch tune-up to keep me busy. I'm getting a light touch tune-up to keep me busy. I wouldn't wait no longer. Don't be like Jamal Charlo waiting for a guy for a year. Who did Jamal Charlo wait for years? So what's going to happen for with Foster and Fulton fight? I don't know. They might put that on regular Amazon Prime. They might put that on regular Amazon Prime. Yeah, Bud left to go get the bag. That's what I'm saying. Bud left to go get the bag because if he'd have fought one of them dudes at 54 and lost, his bag would have been gone. He wouldn't have got the bag no more. Do we agree? Why fight Bachman or one of them dudes and lose and your bag from Canelo is gone? It just don't make sense. If I was Bud, I'd did the same thing. And the same thing is going on with Lamont Roach. Why go fight these little dudes and I lose my damn payday? Jamal Charlo wasted his career waiting on Canelo. Nah, I disagree with that. I disagree. He still was fighting. He messed his career up drinking and being with his wife and fighting his wife. It ain't had nothing to do with waiting on Canelo. He still was fighting when he was waiting on Canelo. We know Canelo ducked him at 54. But alcohol was messed him up. I don't think he's waiting on Canelo like they do, like Roach is doing. Nah, I don't think so. Safety first. yeah, Daisy, you're right. Safety first. He said at 160 with Andre for 7 years. Now, stop exaggerating, champ. I know the timeline. It wasn't no 7 years waiting on no Andre. Andre fought with Matchroom. Charlo with PBC. Eddie Hearn kept trying to send a contract to Charlo instead of sending to Al Heyman, but when they sent him a contract, it was too late. See, y'all listen to what y'all want to listen to. Go listen to what Oscar said about Jamal Charlo when he had the chance to fight Witchcon. And Oscar said, no, we got to do it on the zone. No, we know if we don't do it on the zone, we're not doing it at all. know, they say Boots is moving like Boo Boo. Is that valid? Um, no, because Boo Boo and Dre was ducked. People was ducking Boo Boo though. No, people was ducking Boo Boo. People was ducking Boo Boo. But Boo Boo should have been left because Eddie Hearn didn't have those 160-pound fighters over there. He should have been left Eddie Hearn. But he kept, kept waiting on Eddie to get him a fight, get him a fight, get him a fight. He can't get him no fight. He should have been left there, man. But he wanted to stay there. And I don't know when I'm coming to UK. So we're gonna see. Canelo yelling at Boo Boo. Is that funny? Oh, man. But I don't know, man. We could succumb for a Conor Ben fight, mate. You gonna give me a ticket? You gonna give me a ticket? I come watch Conor Ben. That's my guy. That's my guy. Conor Ben need to be at 47 fighting them niggas at 47. He shouldn't be fighting Chris Eubank again. He just doing it because this is UK. There's a lot of money and stuff like that. He shouldn't be fighting higher than 47. He shouldn't be fighting higher than 47. Conor Ben is just, he messing up, man. But it is what it is. Sometimes you live and you learn, man. You getting the money for the same outcome. Conor Ben, he getting the money for the same outcome. Or maybe this time he drained Chris Eubank so bad that Chris Eubank just too weak to finish in the last rounds. But it's gonna be another good fight. It'll be another good fight, man. But he need to change it. He need to change his ways. Yeah, Butterbeer about to fight. I've got the guy Butterbeer about to fight. But I'm good, man. Who wanted to see Butterbeer and Bibble 3? Who wanted to see Tyson Fury and Wilder 3? Man, everybody wanted to see these dudes, man. Two is enough unless you Gotti Ward. 2 is enough. We don't want to see no trilogy. If you ain't Gotti and Ward, we don't want to see it. If you're not fighting like that, we don't want to see it, man. So they need to stop these trilogies and all this stuff, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough of this stuff, man. Turkey is daddy in boxing. Yeah, he's a cheater. We know that. What's up with everybody hating the PBC of all the sons? Yeah, they hate him. Tay, you know how it is. But they can't hate it. Top Rank don't have no platform. The Zone, they don't have the views. They got the fighters, but they ain't got the views. PBC is still standing tall after all these years with Amazon Prime. Yeah. So they can keep hating and doing all that stuff, man. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how one time you love this PBC and that thing know you hate them because they ain't doing it. So just think, Al Heyman was Turkey Al-Sheikh before Turkey Al-Sheikh came. For those of you who don't know, just started watching boxing, they sued Al Heyman, all the promotional companies, because they felt he was overpaying these fighters, giving these fighters all this money. And Turkey doing it now. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? No, that's not true, sports prediction. Top Rank always been the worst when it came to matchmaking. It never was PBC, it was Top Rank. Top Rank always been the worst when it came to matchmaking. We know they gave their fighters easy fights. And their fighters even said they gave them easy fights. It wasn't PBC. You got to know the sport. You can't just be talking in there. Come on, you got to know. You got to know what's going on. No, it's always been top rank. Top rank. You know, they give their fighters the fights, and they give them tomato cans. Man, Ricky Hatton need to stay his old ass retired. Anybody, please don't mention Ricky Hatton on this show. I don't want to talk about no has-been old ass fighters coming back to try to make some money. Please don't do it, Jenny. Golden Boy cars, low key trash also. You know, well, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. Y'all need to start super chatting, cash apping, do something, man. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. Come on up in here, man. Ryan Garcia tell Brian Norman Jr. watch out for the flim flam. Bill and Devin might change the drug testing. That shit just too funny. It's just too funny. Brian Norman say Devin Haney is the weakest boxer in mankind history. He's soft like his daddy. He's soft like cotton. You know, his daddy said he's soft like Bill, soft like cotton, and Devin soft like you know what. Oh my goodness, man. He said they just putting on the front. He gonna run like the runner he is. Oh, that fight gonna be hilarious. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I don't know. That'll be a good fight. Thanks, Joaquin. I appreciate it, man. You know, I be on here trying, but they don't, you know, they want that shit red, no support. Thanks, Joaquin, for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it, champ. Um, that'll be a good fight, Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia. But Conor Ben probably outwork Ryan. He probably will outwork Ryan Garcia. You know, so you know, this guy the champion now. Oh my God. Shout out to Rolly Romero, man. Rolly is the two-time champ. Oh my God. This stuff is too funny, man. But y'all hit the like button. Shout out to Joaquin for showing the channel some love, man. The $2 super chat. You know, I really appreciate it, man. Y'all hit that like button if you haven't. Double tap that screen, man. What's next for these fighters? Gary Antoine got to fight. He got to fight his mandatory. He said he wanted to become undisputed in 140, but them dudes ain't calling his name out. They calling everybody else out. You know, you remember the saying when Matias had the belt. He said, "T.O. pussy, Devin soft pussy," and he's stepping to these dudes, man. Oh my God, this stuff is funny, man. Devin, pussy. 2 cents in the building. What's up, Miss Lady? 2 cents. Matias versus Gary, we need that real quick. We need that real bad, real bad. We need that real bad. Since ain't nobody else gonna fight him. That'll be the fight of the century. Joaquin, that'll be the fight of the century. Y'all just getting in here, hit the like button, man. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. What should my man Roach do? Fight one of the Russell brothers? Well, we know it ain't gonna be Antoine. Fight Junior, or just wait for Tank and don't lose that payday. I'm waiting for Tank and don't lose the payday, or I'm fighting a XYZ class fighter at 130. You know, Gary and Tank ain't fighting. I know that firsthand. They never fighting, ever. Get it out your brain. Never ever fighting. And I know that firsthand. Gary messed that up himself. You know, so that's never happening. But we need to see it. And I don't blame, I'm gonna say it again. I don't blame Lamont Roach for not fighting. Why though? Because it just took too long, and the disrespect. You know how these fighters is now, man. But Gary was disrespecting Floyd Mayweather when Tank was under Floyd and started talking about, calling them all types of names and all that shit, being pressed, calling them a pussy, soft ass nigga, calling Floyd all them names. That really stopped it. But once he started calling Tank them names, people started saying he money hungry now, and um, all that fake gangster talking and stuff like that. They you know how it is. They say they're gonna freeze him out and he'll never get a chance to fight. He'll never get a payday with Tank Davis, and it's never happened. I know for a fact it's not happening. So that's why I don't talk about it, because it's never happening. It's never happening. And I'm from DC. Y'all know Gary from DC and all that stuff. Tank Davis knocks Gary out. He stops him. So I'm just being real about it. Facts over feelings. He stops him. He would have stopped him back then too. Gary too light in the ass. He's sharper than a motherfucker, but he's just too light in the ass. But that fight never happened. So why he keep crying about it? Who talking about Gary? He wanted to fight. But he messed it up. And when he started doing it, I was one of the first dudes that came on there. I know how he talks. Shorty, come on, Slim, you bitch ass nigga. Come on, fuck you. You soft ass motherfucker. Floyd, you bitch ass nigga. You hand time. All that gangster talk. That's how we talk in DC. But it's a time to talk like that, and it's a time not to talk like that. Gary should have waited until he got the fight, signed the paperwork, then start talking greasily. But you ain't even getting the paperwork, the fight, or nothing. You start calling Floyd all his name. Floyd made that call to Al Heyman when they was close, and it was done. It was done. That's why Gary didn't fight no more. That's the real reason Gary didn't fight. All that fake, oh, shorty, you bitch ass nigga, all that game, come on, shorty, you fuck boy ass nigga, Floyd, you bitch ass mother, you hiding that nigga, you Baltimore sucker ass nigga. Man, it was a place and a time for all that stuff Gary was doing. He should have waited. He should have waited until he signed his name on the dotted line and got the fight. Now they're freezing him out. He'll never get it. Now, that's why he calling out Roach. And he right about Roach. If Roach don't fight Tank, Lamont Roach's biggest fight is Gary Russell. It's not Shakur Stevenson and none of them niggas. It's Gary Russell. Because both of them from DC, Roach from Ireland, whatever it is, they can have a fight here at Capital One Arena in DC. It'll be a chaos. Jam-packed fights, guns, bullets. Oh my. I'm just saying, 2 cents. It'd be fights, guns, bullets, knives. Oh my. Capital One Arena. Gary said it. He right. Gary said it yesterday. I'm your biggest payday if you don't fight Tank Davis. So, but if you Lamont Roach, do you want that smoke and possibility of losing to Gary Russell Jr. and not getting that big Tank Davis fight? That $7 million you're going to get, $5 to $7 million. Is it worth it? Roach and Gary want to fight Tank. That ain't gonna happen. Tank is not fighting Gary Russell, so it ain't gonna happen. Tank gonna say these things. He don't bring nothing to the table. I don't like the little nigga, and that's what's gonna happen. Let him just keep talking. So he probably will fight Antoine before he fight Gary. But I don't see that happening either. So Tank got 3 more fights, y'all. I'm letting y'all know that now. I know this for a fact. Tank got 3 more fights and he's done. 3 more fights. And it might be the rematch with Roach. It will be Shakur Stevenson. And what's the other guy name? I forgot the other guy name, but he got 3 more fights. And he's done. He out of here. He on a midnight train to Georgia. Oh, so if you Lamont Roach 2 cents, what do you do? Do you pull a Terrence Crawford and saying, I'm not fighting them killers at 54. You know, I'm going to fight Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to fight Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? And it's the same situation. Lamont Roach say, nah, nigga, I'm not fighting them dudes. You know, and practically lose. It's a big probability I can lose. And I lose this Tank Davis fight eventually. Sit my ass down. Exactly. You got to bite the bullet. Even if he fight a XYZ class fighter, and you never know, the XYZ class fighter might shock the world. Is Lamont Roach willing to risk being shot? You know, is he willing to risk it all just for a tune-up? Is he willing to risk it all just for a tune-up? You know? Oh, man. That's funny, man. But, hey, that's how it is, man. I don't know what he say. He just 4 months, Luke. Yeah. So he can wait. He can wait. And Tank go to court, what, 2 weeks, right? Yeah, that was my man. He go to court the 14th or the 15th, something like that. I've got Tank go to court 14th or the 15th. And Lamont Roach should know by then what's going on. You know, what's going on, man. Well, y'all see the chant behind me. I put him behind me just to piss people off. Rolly Romero, 2-time champion. Oh, man, only in boxing, man. But I listened to some of Gary Antoine interview with whatever that dude name, man. Gary said some good stuff, man. Gary said he want all the smoke. Them niggas don't call my name out at all. None of them. And he right. None of them call his name out at all. None of them at 140. He said he want to unify, become undisputed. I understand. You know, he say all these idiots out there, same thing I've been saying that Canelo want to Bud could have a chance to knock Canelo. He said no freaking way in hell. Bud ain't punching like that. So, but you got the Bud lovers, the monikers and all them people that think he can, son of God, that think Bud got to punch his chance. Look, he couldn't knock Canelo out even with the exploding gloves. Even with the exploding gloves, he couldn't knock Canelo out. Canelo just got a granite chin, man. He's on a different level. That chin alone is on a different level. Oh, his chin alone is on a different level, AJ. And these niggas think Bud can shatter that chin. I broke it down to you. I told you how he going. Bud has no. That's why I keep like I told Doug Whiteside yesterday. Bud has no chance in this fight. He will have to really beat Canelo to win this fight. One, the judge is not going to let him win. My man Jason in the building. What's up, Jason? He will have to beat him. It'll have to be an overwhelming ass whooping. Overwhelming ass whooping, man. But Canelo's motivated. Same thing Gary Antoine said. The same thing I've been saying for the last month. Canelo is motivated because y'all think he can lose. He fighting a black fighter. He's not fighting a Mexican, so he's not going to pull up on him. He's going to give it his all. He's going to try to break him down, break his ribs. Just because you're putting on all that weight and all that bulk, that don't mean you're bigger. Like I told Monica today. Oh, Bud is big. Oh, no, now he's still a little Bud compared to Canelo. He just put on a lot of muscle. We're going to slow him down. And he was already slowed down. He's already slowed down. You're going to slow him down. He don't move as much. And that's going to be his downfall right there. And when Bud get hit, he like to throw punches and get hit back. Oh, the boxer God, please let it happen. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. The boxing gods. Yeah, man, if y'all gonna play fantasy football, hit the link. Jason, you and AJ need to come in there and play some fantasy football, man. Y'all need to play some fantasy football. Join the fantasy football league with Bud Entertainment. Hit that link and join it. I don't know if Tony link worked. Mine worked. You know, but get the merch. Join members only. We're gonna have another merch giveaway in October. What's this? August, September, October. October. Join members only, man. The draft, fantasy football draft, is the 23rd of this month. You know, we're gonna have first and second place winner. I don't know if we're gonna have third place winner. First and second place winner. We might have a little consolation prize for a third place winner. So it's $50. We need that before the draft. Yours does not work. It open to your page. Well, it worked. You know, but I don't know, man. What? Okay. Shout out to my younger nanny. Starts high school tomorrow. Shout out. Shout out to the youngin'. Shout out to the youngin', man. So what y'all think about Ryan Garcia telling Brian Norman to watch the Haney's, because if they lose, you know, your your body test is going to become positive. Oh my God. You know, oh my God. What y'all think? Shout out to Ryan Garcia for telling them, if you lose, you better watch out for your body test, because it might, you know, become positive. But on that shit, two cents ain't Ryan bold as fuck. Conspiracy theories. Yeah, I'm just telling what Ryan Garcia said, Hannibal. That's it. Oh man. Does Ryan have evidence of this? Yeah, he got evidence because it happened to him. Oh, no. Y'all worse than flat Earth. Not only idiots think the Earth is flat. Nah, ain't no flat Earth, man. But I like what y'all said, y'all. So mostly all of us agree. Lamont Roach just need to sit his ass there and wait. He ain't got nothing else. He better watch out for Bill for sure. Bill gonna make that call to Victor Conti. Make it positive, champ. Make it positive. I got 100,000. Click. Oh man, you know, Bill gonna be like, make it positive, champ. I got 100,000. I got 100,000. Oh man, then Bill gonna make. Then Victor gonna make his calls to the bottom people. Look, Brian Norman gonna knock Devin out in the 8th or 9th round. Next thing you know, the next morning, Brian Norman tested positive for Austrian. Oh man, you know, I don't know, man, but we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I can't wait till all this stuff happen. Victor Conor selling the hell out of the Crawford Canelo for, ain't he? He trying his best. He trying his best, even with his conspiracy, even with his telling the whole world that if he wanted to beat Vada, he can beat it. We already knew that. They ain't had to tell us. They ain't had to tell us. We already knew you can beat Vada, champ. Y'all hit that like button if y'all ain't hit the like button. Thanks, my man Joaquin, for the $2 super chat. You know, we ran Monica and her bud loving ass up out of here. But we're gonna see what come above it, man. But I think this stuff is gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with these fights, man. If we get them, if we get them, you know what I mean. If we get them, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Hannibal, what you talking about, man? Victor born cheater, cheat them all these years. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Only thing I can say is about the topic of the show is if Bud can do it, Lamont Roach can do it. You know, that's all. If Bud can jump, leave 54, don't get that smoke, and go get the money for Canelo, Lamont Roach can just stay put and get the money for Tank and just wait. I won the super chat war. No, you didn't. Monica super chatted something after that. When also might be Victor Supplier just saying. What you talking about, Hannibal? Oh, I left. Yeah, you left. She talked about she had another one. She saying she said she was Turkey Island Chic and you was one of these little low class people. You comparing Buds. What I'm saying is Bud Crawford, he could afford that 54. He could afford Bachman, Virgil. They say he ducked Virgil. It was funny too, 2 cents, what she said. That shit was funny. She said, I'm the turkey of the, and you was Golden Boy. Somebody, I forgot what she said. What I'm saying, Hannibal, Bud didn't take the chance of fighting the rest of them dudes at 54 because he had the bigger payday at 68. And I agree, I'm about the money. Go get the money. Instead of taking the chance of losing and you lose that payday. Roach, on the other hand, the same way. Why risk fighting Gary Antoine Russell? I mean, Gary, not Antoine, Gary Russell Jr., when you might lose, when you can sit right there, wait for Tank Davis, see what happens, and get the big payday. That's all I'm saying. They not, don't risk it. Bud ain't risk it. Lamont, don't risk it. Stay your ass there. You'll know in 2 weeks what Tank Davis is going to be doing. He go to court the 15th or the 14th of August. Can Bud beat Xander? Yeah, anybody. You could beat Xander Zayas, Joaquin. 2 cents put them paws on Xander Zayas. Zayas is the most overhyped, overrated fighter in boxing mankind history. This guy right here, the champ. The champ. He can beat him. Foley probably beat Zayas. Oh, man. I doubt Roach wait around unless it's a signed contract saying, okay, he don't wait around. Who are we going to fight? Who are we going to fight? Y'all know who are we going to fight, Hannibal? You say you doubted. Who are we going to fight that he going to get the Tank Davis paycheck or the Gary Russell paycheck? And he wants to stay busy. Yeah, but it's a possibility he lose. If he lose, he don't get the money. In that case, if it was that easy, Bud would have did it. Why you think Bud ain't fighting nobody? Bud ain't want no busy fight. Them dudes at 54 can fight. It's a possibility he can lose that fight. And if he lose the fight, he lose the fight. Lamont will have to find a XYZ class fighter, just to stay busy. Animal trolling, he just fought 4 months ago. So he can wait it out. He can wait it out. I'm waiting it out. But there's money to burn. Votes don't have money that loves. He got enough. He got something to, help him out. But still, you wouldn't even take that. If you was Bud, you wouldn't go fight Bachman when you got 30, 50, 30, 40 million waiting on you to fight Canelo. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't fight Virgil Ortiz or Bolichuk when you got 40, 30, 40, 50 million waiting to fight Canelo. You wouldn't do it. Lamont Roach, he can fight, but he can get upset. So let's say he do go fight a C level or E level fighter, and he get upset. He get upset, Hannibal. Then what? Then what? His paycheck for Tank Davis is gone. It's gone. He don't get it. Tomato, tomato. He don't get it. I know y'all can't handle the truth, but that's the truth. If he was to fight Gary Russell Jr., it's a possibility he'd lose that fight. But he would get a big payday because he'd be fighting in DC. It'll be a DC on DC. Capital One Arena. It will be sold out. And so what Gary Russell Jr. said yesterday was correct. After Tank Davis, if you don't fight Tank Davis, I'm your biggest payday. And he's right. If they fight in DC. 1000% Gary is right. If Lamont Roach don't fight Tank Davis, Gary Russell Jr. is his biggest payday. No ifs and buts about it. No ifs and buts about it. No, it's just simple as that. And they can raise them ticket prices. That joint will sell out. Capital One Arena will sell out. Now, you might hear bullets and knives and forks and everything fights break out all day long in the arena, but you know, the fight probably be entertaining. Matter of fact, the fights in the crowd probably be better than the fight in the ring. But he's right about that, man. No ifs and buts about it, man. So I guess we're just gonna have to sit back and wait and see. We're gonna have to sit back and wait and see. To see if it happened. But I'm just sitting down. He just fought, like you said, he just fought Tank. So I'm sitting there and waiting. I'm just gonna sit there and wait. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit there and wait 2 weeks, see he go to court the 14th or the 15th, and see what they judge say. And then I will make a decision after that. If the judge say, he got to sit down for 6 months or something like that, then I'll go find another fight. Because I'm not waiting no year, no year, nothing like that. So that's how I would do it if I'm Lamont Roach. If I'm Lamont Roach, that's how I do it. Doc Kent in the building. What's up, Doc Kent? They don't want Tank to fight Vogt so they can hold it over his head. Vogt spending $1,000 man. I don't know about all that. Herring is C level. Jamel Herring. Look, you can't argue with Hannibal. I know. I know I can't. I don't know. They might be changing dates. Doc Kent. We'll know in 2 weeks probably. We'll know in 2 weeks. Hannibal, I doubt that. Trump about to clean them DC streets up. Trump about to do a lot of shit. But take care of America. How about that? Trump about to do a lot of shit, but take care of America. Them DC streets terrible. Them niggas ain't playing with y'all. That's why I keep telling you, y'all niggas, they do a lot of talking. He know. Them bullets, film. They don't care who y'all. They robbed the nigga at the ATM with an AK. You stay out in the suburbs, Hannibal. Stay your weak ass out there in the suburbs, champ. Nigga, you still here. Where I supposed to go? Mr. Shelton? Oh, man. But, I don't know. Man, the Marines don't want none of this DC smoke. The Marines do not want none of this DC smoke. DC too big. It'd be like, what's the name of that movie? It'd be like Black Hawk Down. Y'all ever seen Black Hawk Down? You ever seen Black Hawk Down when everybody on top of their roofs in the houses, and the Marines running in the streets? They got better. They got better weapons than the Marines. Ain't anybody thinking about the Marines? Don't believe that, Luke. Oh man, have your ass in Alligator Island. Hannibal stupid. Y'all hit that like button. Come on up in here, man. Got a couple more minutes left, man. Um, it's a good argument, but we're gonna see what happened with these fighters, man. And the stuff is funny, man. It's funny. If y'all haven't heard, Conor Ben and Chris Eubanks, they did come to a decision. They're gonna do the rematch. I think the rematch is in November. I didn't want Conor Ben to rematch Chris Eubanks because I just think he's too small, and I think it's just a waste of time. But hey, it is what it is. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. Now he just got to get a better game plan. He got to go to Eubanks' body because he was hurting Eubanks to the body. So he if he keep going to the body like he was doing last time, he might have a chance to win. You know what I mean? So well, he go to court the 15th for the 14th or the 15th of this month. So that's what I'm saying. We'll see. Money is too good to pass up. Yeah. I hope they doing their catch weight. Yeah, they doing the catch weight trade. Tell you, they got to. I just don't like, and you're right, Mr. Sheldon, but I just don't like it, man. Both of them is losing, really. They getting the money, but they losing. Conor Ben got to move up when he really a 47-pound fighter. Chris Eubank got to suck himself dry and look like Devin Haney when he's really a 168-pound fighter. So both of them is really losing in this situation, But I think Eubanks is losing more because if you seen him at the weigh-in the last fight, he looked like he was about to pass out and die and croak. I thought Ben wanted to be a champ. Ben, that money talks though. That money talk. I just don't like Conor Ben fighting. I don't like him fighting. I don't know what the catch weight going to be. It probably like 153, something like that. 152, 153, something like that, man. First fight was good. The second one should sell. Yeah, the first one was good. This is sold. The second one gonna be real good, man. I just don't want to see it, man. I want to see it. I just don't. I want Conor Ben to fight 147, man. Looks like a cash out for Eubanks. Yeah, you right, Mr. Sheldon. He's done. He tired of this stuff, man. It should be nothing lower than 168. Oh no, it ain't gonna be nowhere near the 168. Conor Ben ain't going all the way up there. I think it's gonna be like that's what I'm saying. They sucking Eubanks dry. I think it's gonna be like 152, 153. And we know Eubanks is the 168-pound fighter, really. So, and like his father said, he shouldn't be killing himself to make that weight. It's just stupid. But hey, I don't know what catch weight is going to be this time, but we'll see. Y'all double tap the screen, man. Hit the like button if you ain't hit the like button, man. I really appreciate it. Fantasy Football League, go to ESPN. Double Butter Entertainment, join the Fantasy Football League. We have a draft in 3 weeks. When you talk about boxing stories, Keith Thurman always been good for boxing. Keith would have beat Crawford. Crawford ain't want that smoke. They lied, talking about he overpriced himself. Keith is the GOAT at 36. We're going to see what he look like against Virgil Ortiz. I told you how I'm going to be watching the fight. He said back in the days. He ain't say right now. He said back in the day, Hannibal. We know you want to be on Bud. You know what, man? He said back in the days. He said back in the days, man. Stop hating. My man Teach in the building. Teach, what you been up to, champ? How's Jaime McGill, Edgar Berlanga, Shakur Stevenson? How they doing, Teach? Your favorite fighters? Don't be using my word. He might. I'm gonna be mad, but hey, the money is on Virgil Ortiz. That's my money. So, hey, but Keith Thurman got to punch his chance. He got to punch his chance. He got to punch the champ. But hey, I don't want to see it. But hey, if he think he can do it, he can do it. You know, hey, he doing it before Boots. If that is so, why don't Keith take the fight? He talking about in the past, Mr. Shelton. Everybody, we not talking about Bud. Call Bud got a fight coming up. His last fight is coming up next month, and y'all can talk about Bud then. All right, we know y'all Bud lovers. Upper room, yeah, the upper room. Shout out to my man, Big Tony. He got that orange upper room shirt. He got that, the no, he don't look ready. He look like a blown up he look like a blown up welterweight. That's what he looked like. He looked like a blown up welterweight. What are you talking about? He looked ready. He looked like a blown up welterweight. That's exactly what he looked like. Everybody's saying he's doing it the wrong way, but we'll see. He look like a blown up welterweight. Where is that? Let me show y'all. Oh yeah, back in the days, he ain't want that fight. Bud ain't want it. Let me take this thing off. I'll show y'all something. No, no, no. Oh, I ain't mean to do that. There we go. Take green screen off. Where's that? There you go. The upper room. The upper room. Yeah, you can do it all sides. Oh man, see? You want to take him to the upper room? That's what my man Big Tony got. He got the upper room shirt on. Shout out to Big Tony. Big dog. They always talk about Thurman ducking Mayweather. Ducked him. Nobody said. Big dog, we just let these dudes talk because they haters. They really don't know what's going on. I'm on the train now, too. You know, Come on now, Thurman Duck Spence. Now, if you think Thurman Duck, Earl Spence, you the dumbest motherfucker in mankind history. I gotta say it like that. If you think Keith Thurman really ducked Earl Spence Jr., you don't know boxing. You deserve to get stripped butt naked and get bullwhipped. You deserve to get stripped butt naked and get bullwhipped in front of everybody. Tied up to a pole, they need to strip you butt naked and bullwhip you for thinking Keith Thurman ducked Earl Spence Jr. If any idiot says that, we need to strip you butt naked, tie you up to a pole, get a horse belt, get a weight belt. That weight belt, the weight belts, whack your ass. He did what? Whack your ass. What's your name? What's your name? Whack. What's your name? What? Whack. Whack. Joaquin, whack their ass. Whack. What'd you say? That's the stupidest shit I heard in my whole entire life because you don't know what you're talking about. You just listen to everybody else on all these channels. You don't know the timeline. You don't know nothing. You just an idiot if you believe that. You need to get stripped butt naked. Strip butt naked if you think he ducked Bud Crawford. You are the dumbest idiot in mankind history if you think Keith Thurman would duck Bud Crawford. You got to be an idiot or a fan of man and an idiotic ass person to think Keith Thurman ducked Bud Crawford. You need to get your ass bull whipped too. If you think he ducked Bud Crawford, you need to get your ass bull whipped too. Get your ass bull whipped, strip your butt naked in 150-degree heat. Don't throw no water on your ass. Let the crows eat you up. When you say dumb shit, you need to have dumb shit happen to you. Oh, if you say dumb shit, you need to have dumb shit happen to you. That's all you have to say. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm done with it. Now y'all talk to yourself because I'm done with it. Oh man, but I can't wait to see what happened, man. It's a decision that got to be made. You know, we ain't got no fights this week. We really got Dylan White, UK bum, fighting. AJ said, Earl, my God, but he got to enjoy his family. Yeah, Earl need to stay with his ass at retired. That's where he need to stay, retired. That's exactly where he need. You know what I mean? That's exactly what he um, that Earl Spence done. So I don't know, man. If y'all ain't seen the interview, I seen it on Twitter. I forgot the guy name, Cigar, whatever his name. He interviewed Gary Antoine Russell. It was a good interview. Go listen what Gary Russell got to say about the Canelo and Bud fight, about unification at 140, and tell Boots he coming. He be up to 54 in a minute. And but I'm going to support him. I know that's right, AJ. So, and like I said, go listen to Ryan Garcia said Brian Norman need to watch out because the Haney's, they snitchers, they take you to court and they contaminate your drug sample. Oh man, only Brian Garcia, man. Only Brian Garcia, I tell you. Oh man, it's funny, man, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm a fan of Gary. Yeah, Gary want all the smoke. Gary don't be playing. Gary said he want to unify. You know, he said Matias stepping to everybody. He ain't stepped to him. He been calling Matias out for a minute. That's a fight we want to see. That fight, Gary Antoine and Matias will be like Pitbull Cruz and Pharrell. That's how that fight will be. Big Dog say, I watched the PBC conference when they had all the champions. Keith stood out. Yeah, I remember. That's what I thought they were going to bring back. They bring all the fighters out, put them on stage, and announce who fighting who and the fights and stuff like that. All right, man. They don't need to do that no more, man. Stuff done changed. Jason said, what'd you say, Jason? Benjamin Thurman was never a duck. They both played politics, and it had more to do with that retard guy losing to Manny. Ohio Funketeer, where you been, champ? That Gary Russell interview was fire, calling out Roach. Oh, you talking about Junior? You talking about Junior? Yeah. He right though. Ohio Funketeer, he ain't say nothing wrong. If Roach don't fight Tank Davis, Gary Russell Jr. is the biggest payday for him if they fight in DC. No ifs and buts about it. But I don't think Lamont gonna take that chance. He do all this talking about Gary just want to pay. Gary got more money than Lamont. That what Gary told him. He said, nigga, I got more money than you. You talking about I want to pay that. This stuff is just crazy. It's funny, man. Y'all hit the like button if you're just getting up in here. Hit the like button if you're just getting up in here, man. Double tap the screen on how Funketeer. Hit the like button if you you know what I mean? I don't know. Russell will fight him anyway. He just fought at 135. He can fight at 130. But I don't think Vote's gonna take the fight. I keep telling you, Vote's gonna sit there and wait. Yeah, Junior. Yeah, Junior. I seen it. Yeah. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Tank Davis don't fight Roach. Vote's biggest fight is Junior. Russell Jr. I ain't paying your ass no mind, Jason. I don't support T.O. The hell with him. Yeah, T.O. done, man. We don't even mention him no more. We'll let HLD talk about T.O., man. T.O. done. Yeah, exactly. But it's high risk and high money, too. Because at Capital One Arena, they sell that joint out. They'll sell it out. They'll sell it. There'll be a lot of fights in that motherfucker, but they'll sell it out. You know, so I'm quite. They wouldn't even have no problem selling that out. They wouldn't have no problem selling that thing out. But I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll have to see about that. Oh hell yeah, I'm going. Hell yeah, I'm going. We been in that joint deep. I don't know DC folks, Dusty and Bro. Hannibal, you do a lot of talking to be all the way out there where you at. You know DC, DC real estate is much higher than where you at. You say Dusty and Bro, you know, that's why you got that avatar. Cause you look dusty and broke just like that avatar. And niggas that do all that talking behind Hannibal, hey AJ, Hannibal a keyboard gangster. He a keyboard gangster. Hey Jason, that nigga keyboard gangster. That nigga live in Arkansas some damn where. Talking some cop. He do all that talk. Come on down the East Coast. Come on down the East Coast, man. And do all that talk. Y'all, look, y'all one earthquake away from not being in existence, man. Shut up, man. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. I ain't messing with Hannibal, man. Yeah. And your feelings. Oh, girl, what did you talk about? Just ignore her. We don't even know what the hell she talking about. Hey, Jason and Joaquin, we gonna ignore Monica. She just come in and just throw stupid shit up. And her feelings. And she live in Houston, Texas, the second city that leading AIDS population. They got AIDS. You touch somebody, AIDS might jump on your face or something. So she needs to shut the fuck up. Don't get me going. Take them down south. Oh, he ain't going. He ain't got to go south. We'll take him to Northwest, Simple City. Yeah, we'll take them down to Simple City. Houston got AIDS. They leaving the AIDS population. They don't surpass Baltimore. Everybody, all y'all got AIDS and HIV in Houston, Texas. All y'all. Jason said, "Fuck Bud, Monica." Yeah, they walking around pimples and they got the cooties up in Houston. All of them got the cooties. She want to be a get with, man. But I love it, man. Oh man, I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna see what Lamont Roach do and all the rest of these people do. We're gonna see if Brian Norman listen to Ryan Garcia and watch Bill Haney and all that stuff, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace and blessings, man. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man.